Hello again. In our previous video, What is a Borescope? We talked about the full line of different types of borescopes. Now in this video, we're going to specifically talk about fiberscopes, both non-articulating and articulating, how they're designed, functions, and their purpose. So let's get started. So there's two basic types with the fiberscopes. We have a non-articulating and articulating. So what's the difference? Well, if we look at this non-articulating, we see it is flexible, so the fibers will allow us to bend around a turn, but we can't manipulate the tip. This is designed to enter the inspection area, and then we can visually see our inspection area, and it also offers a focusing ocular viewer, so we can actually fine-tune our inspection area. Now, the non-articulating fiberscopes, how they're designed is there's actually two sets of fibers running down this probe. In the center, there's a higher quality image bundle. So that fiber optic image bundle runs from the eyepiece or ocular viewer completely down the tip, down to the lenses of the borescope. Now to the outside of the image bundle, there's a lower quality light bundle. Not that it's not important by saying it's lower quality, but the purpose of those fibers are just to transfer the light out the tip. So we don't need to spend a lot of money on having a higher quality light bundle. So we use two different types of light sources. You can use a portable light source, most of which nowadays are LED because they don't require much power. They also, when you leave them on for a while, maybe you can inspect something for 20 minutes, it doesn't generate a lot of heat. So we can hold on to this for a while. So if you look at the tip now, you can see the light coming out that image bundle. So now we go in the inspection area. Oh yeah, now we're nice and clear. We can see our image inspection. Now if this isn't bright enough, one of the other options for us with our lighting is we can use a stationary LED high intensity, which provides much greater light output, which is important if we're going to be using a camera attachment. So if you wanted to take pictures, record video, you simply attach this over the eyepiece. There's a USB cord that communicates with your computer, and then your computer becomes the vehicle to view the image as well as capture images in video. The non-articulating fiberscope, they're available most any diameter. This one here is 1.5 millimeters, which sounds kind of small, doesn't it? 1.5 millimeters, wow. Well, guess what? Our design in our fiberscope, microfiberscopes, we can detach the fiberscope itself, and this is a 0.37 millimeter microfiberscope. You may not be able to see it in the camera, it's so small. It's a human hair. If I had one to show you, I'd compare it to a human hair, but I can't do that today. So we can provide these to you at most any diameter. The lengths are fully customizable. We keep a number that are on shelf in stock. We can ship immediately. The standard is a 0 degree view. What that means is the tip of the camera, when it points straight ahead, it's looking straight ahead. But when you get into like a 1 millimeter diameter probe, we can have that customized to have a side view. So maybe you're looking at a seamless weld in a tube and you want to look at the top of that weld point. So we can go all the way down that tube and inspect just that weld seam. So that is a non-articulating fiberscope. So that sounds great. Well, what is an articulating fiberscope? What's the difference? Well, articulation is a term that's used in our industry that describes what you as the operator can do with controlling or steering. We call it maybe maneuvering, and in some places they call this deflecting the tip of the probe. So you're able to articulate what you're seeing. So for instance, we get into an area that's wide enough, we'll enter, and now we want to look around the inspection area. We can look to the left, we can look to the right. So that's the articulation. The part that bends like that is called the bending section, because that's the part that bends. And how that's designed inside, it's almost like your finger, like a little vertebrae. So when you move your finger like that, we have tendons on both this side and the other side that are working together to make that finger move up and down. Now the design of this allows it to move in two directions. The articulation on some Fiberscopes will allow you to articulate in four directions. And it works the same way in that there are cables that run from the device here, that where you put your thumb, where you maneuver or steer or articulate. Those cable guides run from the body of the handle all the way down to the tip of this probe. So those cables work very well together to allow you to do that. Similar to the non-articulating, there's two sets of image bundles in this system. There's the higher quality image bundle, and then we have the lower quality light bundle. And it works just the same on this system as it does with the non-articulating systems. Now, another key difference with the articulating Fiberscope systems and the non-articulating is the sheathing or the exterior coating. The majority of your articulating systems are designed with either a tungsten or a braided stainless steel, whereas the microfiberscopes are typically designed with a poly sheathing. Now the reason for that is because typically we see a lot of usage in the casting and aerospace environment, so we need something that's really going to hold up to some of that aggressive inspections that are being done. With that being said, if you have an environment that's oily, you can actually get these poly coated so that they clean up a little bit better. Similar to the non-articulating systems, we do have a focusing eyepiece, so you can fine-tune your inspection area. This actually is a 2.4 millimeter diameter. With articulation on a flexible Fiberscope, we can get as small as 2.1. 4 millimeters is a very popular diameter, and there's a 6 millimeter option as well. The lengths vary as well. The smaller diameters can't go as long because of the stress and strain on those cable guides that run down here. So you may be able to purchase a 5-foot 4 millimeter, but you can't purchase a 5-foot 2 millimeter. The cable guides just can't hold up. This item too, the flexible Fiberscope with articulation, you can utilize the USB camera attachment, so you can take pictures, record videos with your inspection device as well. So this is the two main types of Fiberscopes, the flexible Fiberscopes. We have the non-articulating with various lengths and diameters, as well as angle of view. Front going straight is most popular. Then the articulating Fiberscopes. Primarily two-way articulation is the most common you'll see, because once you get into four-way articulation, you may want to consider a portable video scope, but that's another video. Now if it sounds like this is what you need, click on our website, usaborescopes.com, but if you think you might need a video scope, please reach out to us as well. We can help you.